What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I am here to review season 1, episode 9 of Our Kind of People. That's right, Our Kind of People on Fox. The episode is titled Twice as Good, Twice as Hard, or is it Twice as Hard, Twice as Good? See, this is what happened when you're late. So I apologize because I'm late with this. I should have had this review up last week, but hey, this is my excuse. Listen, y'all listen to this excuse. There was no new episode yesterday, right? So I'm technically right on time because I'm not playing catch up. Listen, that's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. But anyway, I'm here to review episode 9 of Our Kind of People. It's titled Twice as Hard, Twice as Good. But before I get into that, you know what I got to do. I got to give a shout out to my people, my subscribers that hold me down in the comment section. Here we are. We are 830 subscribers strong. Woo, woo. All right, that's excellent, excellent. Keep the channel going and growing. I do appreciate. Look at it, I can't speak. I do appreciate it. A brother appreciates it. So listen, bam, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Leave some comments down below. So shout outs to folks like, let me give a shout out to people who are watching this show with me, like Lamar Simpson, Rhonda Shaking My Head, Tennille Hills, Saxton Heights, A. Henderson, Patricia Longcrier, and if I'm not mistaken, Savannah Rivers or more watches the show as well. Thank you all so much. A brother does appreciate you. And like I said, y'all come on in here. You new people, welcome, welcome. Listen, I have a lot of fun over here. It's real positive, good energy. You can come in here. Just one thing, I'll let you give you a little warning. I like to sing and I do a lot of singing. So that might be annoying to some of y'all. I might be singing too much. I do that a lot here. I do a lot of that. So just letting you know. So I got that out the way. Like I said, like, comment, and subscribe. Let's move this channel. Let's get us to 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, a million subscribers. Let's do it. So I got that out the way. I'm done begging now. We done with the begging. Let's get on down to this episode. All right. Let's start with Angela and Nate. As you know, Angela has the stupid idea of bringing her baby daddy, who's fresh out of jail. I ain't judging him because he was in jail. Everybody has a past. It's not that. But why are you bringing this? You're in a new relationship that goes up and down, up and down, up and down. Why are you going to move this man into your house like that? I don't agree with that. So I'm on Tariq's side when Tariq was like, listen, I'm going to let y'all do y'all because if it was me, I would do the same thing if I'm messing with this young lady and then she tells me, oh, by the way, the father of my teenage daughter who's been out of the picture all her life is now moving in with us so he could be closer to my daughter. I'm going to side-eye you a little bit too. I understand the whole bonding thing, but I'm not feeling that. I just don't think I don't know, because there's still room for some romance. As we saw in tonight's episode, and Aunt Patricia, aka Piggy, is back, and even she says, what's going on with this? She says, because what was her exact quote? She said, unfinished business always has its way of coming back. Now he up in here with no shirt on, muscles showing and all of that. Listen, yeah, this is not cool to me. This is not cool. It's not a good idea. I don't like it. I'm not with it. And I understand where Tariq is coming from, because then you seen Angela trying to speak to Tariq, and Tariq told her, he was jogging. He said, listen, sweetheart, I'm exercising, I'm jogging. You interfering with my run. What you want? You got that man over there. You got him in your house. I'm not feeling this. He's dealing with his own issues, the deals he got to deal with, the whole stress about learning about how his father really died, truly died. And he just, come on, he's not feeling this. And so she's like, I think you're running away from the truth. And he said, well, I think you are too, because you got this dude up in here. Like, come on. So I understood where he was coming from with that. I totally got it. I totally, definitely got it. And Angela says she's trying with him, but I don't know. We knew this was going to create an issue. We knew this was going to create a love triangle thing going on. It was. And so I'm with Tariq. I'm giving you your space. I would have said the same thing. Now, you know who is the villain of tonight's episode, of this episode 9, and that is Olivia. Y'all know Olivia, the old snooty old lady who is Raymond's mama, who's got a chip on her shoulder. She got a chip on her shoulder, we learned tonight, because she wants to control. Always wanted control of Darman, and she didn't get it. Her husband didn't believe in a woman running business or whatever, and she's upset about that. She don't like this Angela chick because she don't like. At first we thought she simply doesn't like her because she's a black and not a block. That's what I call the bougie ones, the blocks. And she showed that in the episode where it was time to get ready for the Gracities, whatever you call it, the Gracities thing, and they were telling them what they needed to do, and she just was throwing daggers. You got to be of a certain caliber, and you have to have a certain decorum. Basically, she was like, "You a ghetto hood chick. You're not cutting it. We're not feeling you." Just outright dissing Angela. Angela was defending herself and defending her mother's honor, but Olivia was like, "Nah, you're trash." That's what she was saying basically in her head. "Nah, I don't like you, and I'm not feeling you at all." And she was giving her a run for her money. She was just so rude to her, telling her she don't think she qualifies and all that. She don't have no decorum. And then we see, which I did like, we saw Leah speaking to Angela and defending her sister and telling her, "Listen, you got to make this work." And Angela's like, "You know what? I don't need these Gracies thing. Forget them." And she said, you kind of do need them, because after Teddy's illness was revealed, we had to do some cutbacks. The incubator program is, so we ain't got no money for your crown. What is it called? Eve's crown. We ain't got no money for Eve's crown. You're going to have to make this grace of these things work. You're going to have to get in here and charm these people so you can get an investor for Eve's crown, because we ain't got no money, and I'm sorry. So I did like how she was helping her sister, and she was doing all that. Poor Angela's upset. Goes back to Nate. See what I mean? See, here we go. Now she's telling Nate what happened, and just when she got so close, now she gotta impress these Gracities and all this other stuff. And here go Nate with the, "Oh, you can charm anybody." See, this is a recipe for getting into bed. This is a recipe for, I'm telling you, because there's something there. You encouraging her and telling her she gonna do it, and yeah, I was like, see, here we go. This is where we going with this. This is where we're going. This is what's gonna happen. And so, yeah, that was that. So we see her. That's what she has to worry about, trying to get that through. Things are not working out, whatever. Then we see Olivia. Like I said, she's the villain of this episode, and every scene she just was doing something, having a conversation with Leah, and we find out just why she doesn't like Angela, and it's more than what we thought. It's back in the day when her husband was living, he wouldn't let her be a part of the Darman thing, the company, and she always wanted to be a part. But then he said, I'm gonna give you a little try. I'm gonna give you some money to invest in. Turns out she invested in Angela's mama, Eve. But then we know what Eve did. Eve started tipping and dipping with Teddy and made a disgrace and ran off and left town. So this made Olivia's husband say, see, I can't trust you. Now we got to pull the money back, and now you can't do business. But this is my question, though. Didn't Olivia come from money herself anyway? So why couldn't she have just started her own business with the money that she comes from? But then again, I guess she was more traditional, so she's following with her husband. But she tells Lee, she says, Leah, let me tell you, you with this thing, with this, your half-sister, this little hood rat over here, I'm not feeling that. And she said, also, you have not backed your husband not one time yet. Why is that? You haven't backed him, And she's disgusted with that. And she also says, she let her know. And I don't like her because she reminded me of her mama, who caused my businesses to fail. To cause my husband not businesses to fail, I'm sorry. She caused my husband to not have faith in me and pull his money from me and not let me be a part of the business. So I got a chip on my shoulder, damn it. And Olivia certainly does have a chip on her shoulder. Definitely has a chip on her shoulder because we see her, she's pissed off about that. She always wanted to run Darman. Her son tells her, that's not who dad left in charge. You still not going to be in charge. He says all that. And the big thing here was a bigger issue that's got her really burnt up is that Jack is selling his shares to Teddy, and so Teddy is really going to have control, and she don't like that. And she's like, these are not Jack's shares to sell. So she goes and pays him a visit, and she's having a conversation. She's trying to smooth him over, whatever. And he pretty much tells, he said, listen, I'm sick of your son being bossy. I'm sick of his attitude and all that. And, he was all bruised up. Your son did this and that to me. He said, nah, I'm selling my shares and you'll be glad I'll be out of this family. So she even tried to do that whole history of, actually, your grandfather or great grandfather did us a favor and all this stuff, but that was a favor that's long been repaid. This is not your stuff to sell. And then when he said his little remarks about, he's selling it anyway and he's out of the family, then he tried to give her a hug. She said, get off of me. Now, he's a little inebriated, so when she pushed him back a little bit, he must be really toe down because first of all, that push wasn't that hard for me, but he fell all the way back into the glass table, and that cut him, and so he's over there bleeding to death. And she said, you know what, you this is the end of you. And she left him there to die. Olivia is cold. She left him there to die. Meanwhile, as she's done that, her granddaughter believes that Leah is cheating with Jack because remember last week Lauren saw the key card or the key card in the car. So she jumped to conclusion. So she's telling her ex-girlfriend, what should I do? What should I say? And her ex-girlfriend told her, listen, no, you need to mind your business. She said, mind your business with that. I think her name is Taylor. She said, mind your business because I messed up a relationship by jumping in it. Don't do that. So she decides, you know what? Why don't I go over there and see? So her and Taylor go over there and boom, they discover Jack's body. So she's traumatized by that. This has Nicole being jealous because she's feeling like, okay, now these two, Taylor and Lauren, are getting back together. That's what she thinks is going on. But she's not quite wrong because they do end up kissing and carrying on and all that. So that was that. But yeah, Jack is dead now. And that's that incident right there. Now we go back to this Gracity's party, right? And Angela charms over this lady named Giselle, tells her about the hair care product that she has, and she's doing this. And here come evil Olivia again. She swoops right in and intercepts. This is not what we do. This is not how we do things. And it looks like the deal has gone bad. So, what's her name? Angela's upset about that. Then, to make matters worse, when Angela goes home, right? And I know I'm all over the place. That's whatever. Angela goes home. She discovers there's some cocaine in the house. What do? You automatically assume it belongs to the jailbird or the ex-jailbird. So she's like, oh, this is what you do, this, that, the third, fusses at him, throws him out. I don't understand why he didn't defend himself or say anything, but he didn't say anything. He says nothing. So after that, she goes and she tells Auntie about it, Auntie Patricia, Auntie Piggy. And Piggy confessed, the coke is mine. What? The coke is mine. Turns out Auntie Piggy was a crackhead back in the day, addicted to crack and carrying on and in love with her dealer. And then she tells a backstory on how Tariq's father was friends with, what was it? What did she say? She said Tariq's father was a friend, and I think he was a friend of the guy she was in love with or whatever, or something like that. And that when she got into the fight with her dealer slash lover who was beating on her, she stabbed him, and she just stabbed him a little too much and ended up killing him. So she killed him, and then she called Eve, and Eve said, I know somebody that could help. And that's how they got, that's how they got Tariq's father involved, and Tariq's father kind of helped her with that, with the body. And she says, ever since then, and y'all correct me because I might have said something a little wrong. Just correct me in the comments, but y'all know what I mean. Anyway, that's the connection. That's how she knows Tariq's daddy, because he helped her when it was time to get rid of the body and all of that. And Teddy knows this, and she tells Angela, Teddy is evil, Teddy is bad, and he threw this back up in my face, and he's manipulative. You can't trust him. And Angela was very open and understanding of all of this. And, she gave her a hug and like, it's okay, Auntie. Yeah, you was a crackhead back in your day, but she's struggling. Now all of this stress, when Tariq came to see me, it made me nervous. He started asking about his father. I started thinking about crack. So I left, went to Boston, went to the hood, got me some coke. And, I might have to go to AA now, and I might have to, so Auntie's a crackhead, cokehead, got issues, things like that. So that was interesting. That was an interesting reveal. And so we'll see where that story goes, because she's telling Angela, listen, you can't trust this man. He's dangerous. You can't trust him. What else happened in this episode? Q and Sloan still slipping around and messing around with each other and sneaking around, by the way, because she don't want her grandmother to know she's messing with Q. But then Q takes her to a party, and this little bougie girl is very rude to the young lady and kind of dismissive. And I'm like, Sloan was being nice to her. Then what I didn't like the way Q introduced her. Hey, I forgot the lady's name, but Miss Such and Such. She's the lead manager, house manager. This is her granddaughter. You didn't have to introduce her like that. Just say who she is. Just introduce her. So I understood what Sloan was saying. And Sloan is feeling insecure. Like, that's code word for maid. Why are you introducing me as the descendant of the maid? But you are. But be proud of who you are anyway. But I understood that was not a cool introduction. Just say, this is my friend Sloan. This is my girlfriend Sloan, or whatever. But that whole, hey, this is the granddaughter of the house manager, that was unnecessary. He didn't have to say that. Anyway, they still going strong and kissing and doing what they do. And that's that with them. Things are looking really bad. Let's go back to Angela. Things are looking really bad for Angela. She is upset because she thinks everything has been blown. Then she gets a call. She actually ends up apologizing to Nate. She has to apologize to Nate now. And I guess he's not thrown out the house now. And because she made a mistake accusing him of being the one who brought the coke in, and he did not. And so she says to him, she's telling him, as she's talking to him, she gets a call. The call is from Giselle. That's the woman who she was showing the product to, who actually enjoyed the product and is interested. So he says, see, I knew it. And they get it. They celebrate with a kiss. You see what I mean? They kiss. Then she says it's not right, but you kissed them back. So I'm telling you, they're going to end up in the bed. And that's the crazy thing right there. It is. And then we also see Taylor, speaking of kissing, Taylor and Lauren end up kissing because she's traumatized over seeing Jack's dead body and all that. Now they kissing. I don't know. I don't like that storyline. But that was that. And we see, towards the very end of the episode, we see Raymond tell his mother what happened, and she's trying to play it off. He tells her, I had to go clean this situation up with Jack and tell these people that I found him when I went, Jack been drinking, and we were looking for him, and I got there and I found him drunk and all this and dead. But then he says, but Ma, I know you was over there. He pretty much tell her he knows what was going on. And he pretty much let her know, you cannot stay out of things and you think you're going to be in control. Ma'am, you're not. You're not going to be in control. You're not going to be in control no matter what you do. Yeah, we got the shares back, but I'm going to be the one in charge of Darwin, not you. That's what he pretty much tells her. So that was pretty much the episode. I thought this was a really good, solid episode. I really enjoyed it. Tell me your thoughts. Did you like this episode? I want to know what's going to happen next, but we got to wait because they won't be back until January. But I thought it was a really solid episode, a really good episode. And I like Olivia being on evil like this. And when is Teddy gonna get back to being evil? Because I like when he's evil too. It just gives the show that extra oomph. But anyway, that's all I have for now. Tell me your thoughts about this episode. Was it something I missed? Did I miscommunicate something? Let a brother know. Anyway, that's all I have for now. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next video.